Good day, everybody. So I found a pretty open area where I can really test out the speed on this bike. I was actually able to get it up to 32 miles an hour, a little bit over 32. And you're looking at the 2023 Aventon Aventure. And right now, the bike only has a couple of accessories that did not come with it, which is my iPhone holder and my camera holder, and that's about it. So in my other videos, you'll show, or I show, how simple this bike is to own and operate. There's not a lot to it. It's probably at the price point that it is, at $2,000, probably one of the better e-bikes that I have seen. Aventon is a company that's been around for a little bit, and they have a wide range of bikes. A lot of questions that I'm getting are, can you just ride this bike on electric only? And yes is the answer to that. All you do is simply press the throttle and off you go. It operates off of this very large battery that's molded into the frame, and this is actually one of its kind. A lot of the e-bikes that you see on the market have a battery that's sitting somewhere on the frame, and this bike gives it a very aerodynamic, smooth look without the bulkiness of the battery. It still has the cup holder bolts and everything else you would expect on a bike. So what I'm going to do is actually get back on this bike here and give it a try. I'm going to try to get it up to a little bit over 30, and the trick here is I have the phone in my hand because I don't have my GoPro with me. So I'm doing this with an iPhone Max 12, and we'll see how that turns out. But in either case, to accomplish this, what I'll have to do is change the settings to, all I'm doing is pressing down on the settings here to bring the assist. Right now I want to bring it down to 0 just to kind of demonstrate what that looks like. When it's on 0, you're just on pedal power. And pedal power for a 70-pound bike and fat tires, I have to say, are pretty good. I was actually very impressed. I didn't think I'd be able to really comfortably ride this bike without power assist, but absolutely no problem. Very smooth. Feels like any ordinary bike. It definitely feels heavier, but again, because of the way this bike is built, you're not really going to miss that part of it. It is an e-bike, so with an e-bike, the intent is to ride it with electrical assist anyway. So pressing the button down will take us to speed level 1, which gives you adequate power to pedal if you choose to, or you could just press the accelerator button, the throttle here, and it'll bring you up to I'm going to say close to about 14, maybe 15 miles an hour. You can press it again, and that brings you to 2, which gives you more power, 3, 4, and 5, and so forth. 5 is the max. I have it on gear shift number 8, which is the hardest to pedal, which is where you want to be. And the cool thing about this is that you never actually have to take your hands off of the grip, because the way it works is when you're gripping your handlebar, in this area where we're at here, you will downshift for your gear, or you'll upshift. So there's no clumsy turning the throttle or moving any levers. Everything's right there. And the best part is you actually have access to the brake and to your shifter all at once, and you never take your hands off of it. Very, very cleverly designed. It has the zoom hydraulic brakes, which means there are no cables that run inside these lines. They're all hydraulic, and the braking power on this thing is unbelievable. It does have disc brakes, as you can see, and it is a very, very well-made bike. All of the cables are super clean for an electric bike. As a matter of fact, I think there are less cables on this bike than I have seen on a regular bike. It is super clean. No problem taking it in mud, water, beaches. It's made for this kind of terrain, so you can really feel confident in a bike like this and not have to worry about the bike getting all jacked up because of the dirt and grime that you pick up in those conditions. So enough said there. The hefty kickstand is awesome, and I'm going to give it a kick and climb on board. And I'm going to do my best here to not pedal, but throttle my way, and then with the pedal assist, see how fast we can get this thing. I'm accelerating strictly on throttle pedal. I find a very nice, clean, straight bike. Again, no pedaling at the moment. I'm just getting myself to a better spot here. And it looks like I found a turtle. He doesn't look very happy. Well, leave him alone. Okay. Back to my throttle. I'm sorry for the bumpy camera here. So very, very nice ride, very comfortable. Even though it only has front shocks, these Zoom shocks are, I would say, probably just enough shock that you would expect and want in any given bike. The LED is super clear, showing at 93% battery life. Of course, your speed, your assist based on how much power you need. I've ridden this bike already a total of 88.7 miles. It gives you other options here. Your light switch would be here. The middle button gives you some other it gives you some additional information. As you can see, the max speed I've taken this was at 33.1 miles an hour. And again, this is a 70-pound bike. It was extremely effortless to get it over 30. It will only go up to 21.7 miles an hour on throttle alone, which is actually very fast, especially in the conditions that I ride in. But if you want that extra speed, get it up to 5, and with a little bit of pedal assist, and it'll get you to 33.1. There is an app that you will need to download for iOS or Android. It's an Aventon app, and you do need to have that synced with your phone. And once you do, you're good to go. You won't need your phone or anything else, but it does give you that opportunity and ability to go up to 33.1 miles an hour once you go into the actual app. It will walk you through it super easy. It will ask max speed, and then just go to the highest that it allows you, and just hit accept, and you're done. And that's all it takes. Again, you can keep scrolling for additional info. It has your trip time, tells you how many calories you've burned. Something that I'm not really watching, and probably should, but it tells you how much CO2 has been reduced based on me riding a bike, and how many trees have been saved. Again, not too worried about that, but I know I should, but I'm just not. Just a feature that I personally won't be using. But in either case, for those people that are tree huggers and love that, there you go. But anyway, that's about it. So I'm gonna take off and head back to my home. Have a great day.